Hey, what's going on, guys? Caynebomb here, and today I'm actually gonna bring you a story from what happened to me this week, because there's been some crazy stuff that happened to me this week, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. So let's get right into it. For starters, I currently work as a cook at a restaurant, and I've been doing this for about 3 years now total in my life being a cook. I have cut myself, I have burned myself, I have done a terrible amount of things to my hands and my arms in my time as being a cook. None of them are really all that bad though, they're just like minor little things here and there. However, on Tuesday, this changed because I did the worst thing I've ever done to my body while being a cook. So on Tuesday, I was in the middle of doing prep, just chopping some chives like normal, and I just look up for whatever reason, I don't remember why, but next thing I know, I am not chopping the chives, but I am carving into my finger. Now, it didn't hurt all that much when it happened, but the just shock of what I did to my finger was crazy. I had just cut a chunk off of the top of my finger. Now, blood is getting everywhere. I go to the back to start getting this cleaned up, and I'm just sitting there like, oh my god, what did I just do to my finger? Like, the first thing in my mind is, I gotta make sure I keep this clean, but wow, I took a good chunk off the top of my finger. One of the other cooks comes back, and he's like, dude, what the hell did you do to your finger? And I'm like, yeah, I just cut it. I'm just taking it like a champ, because that's what I do when I get hurt. But oh my god, there was so much blood. Like, it legitimately looked like somebody just got murdered in the back. So we're sitting there, we're putting a bunch of like alcohol on it to try to keep it clean. We're trying to stop I'm trying to stop the bleeding by holding pressure on it. It will not stop bleeding. It bled for a solid 20 to 30 minutes. We had a server come back and say how he's been a server for 15 years and even managed in places, and this is the worst cut he has ever seen. Now, the actual manager on hand was like, dude, what did you do? But yeah, I cut the shit out of my finger. It was, oh my god. It took, like I said, 20 to 30 minutes, maybe even longer, maybe 40 minutes before it would stop bleeding. And this entire time, I'm just thinking to myself, what the fuck did I just do to my finger? And I finally get it to mostly stop bleeding, and I get it covered and everything, and the next thought I'm going through is, where did the chunk of my finger go that I chopped off? So I walk back onto the lawn to where I was cutting the stuff, and the chunk of my finger was still on the knife that I cut myself with. So that was fun to look at. There was just a chunk of my finger just chilling on the knife. Anyway, that happened on Tuesday. And later that day, we were supposed to go as a company. We were having a going away party for another one of our managers that is going to be moving to Texas soon. And this was happening at a casino. Now, I didn't want my cut finger to ruin the night and not let me go to the casino. So I decided to not go to the hospital because I was like, you know what? We got it to stop bleeding. I'm fairly confident we kept it clean enough to not have to go to the hospital for it. And that's what I do. So I don't go to the hospital. I go to the casino. Now, at the casino, all the coworkers that didn't see me that day now see me with a bandaged finger and is like, "What did you do?" And I'm like, "I cut the shit out of my finger." And now everybody's just like, "Oh my god," like that is the worst finger they've ever saw. Now everyone knows about my cut finger. And so that was fun, having all the coworkers laugh at me for that. But while I was at the casino, the first thing we did was me and a buddy went to the roulette table because I really wanted to play some roulette. This is my first time ever going to a casino, and I wanted to play some roulette because I had fun playing some like online roulette with fake money, so I wanted to try it with some real money. And we're just playing, having a good time, you know, not really going up, not really going down. I went down just a little bit, and we were about to go upstairs to hang out for a little bit, so we had one more bet. And I was like, you know what? This is my last bet before I go upstairs. I'm gonna just say, fuck it, put my last little bit that I have on 000. Now my friend, he's like, you know what? Fuck it. He follows me on it. And the person spins it, lands on 00. Last bet of the night, and we just bang it in. It was crazy. I was so ecstatic. I was like, there's no way that just happened around. First time at a roulette table, walking away up. Now, we go upstairs for a bit, play some poker, and then we come back down and we end up playing some more roulette. I go up a few more dollars because, I don't know, I was just having a lucky night on roulette. And then we decide to go play some blackjack. Now, this is the part of the night where the amount that I was up on the casino for the night dwindled very fast. Like, I went from tripling and quadrupling my money from the casino to only doubling the money that I brought that night for the casino. Like, I got housed in blackjack. But all in all, it was super fun. After blackjack, we ended up leaving. I go home. I have the next 2 days off of work to just chill. Wednesday, nothing really happens. Thursday, my girlfriend and my mom both are like, "Hey, your finger looks pretty bad. You should go in, get it checked out." And I was like, you know what? Fine. You guys keep telling me it looks pretty bad. So I go to the hospital to get my finger checked out. And I just walk in, I'm like, yeah, hey, I just want to get my finger checked, make sure nothing's infected, get it like professionally cleaned, whatever. And that goes smoothly. I get checked first. They're like, hey, your finger looks fine. We'll just do another quick clean, get you a number for a hand specialist, and we'll have you on your way. So I go sit in the waiting room again, waiting for them to come back to clean my hand. And the guy next to me is livid for some reason. Like, he's pissed. I felt bad because this guy was on the phone saying he was waiting for like 3.5, 4 hours for a CT scan. And here I am, the first 20 minutes that I get there, they're already looking at my hand. Like, I am sorry, dude, but he was pissed. And the entire time I'm thinking, I'm like, well, it is a CT scan. Like, I'm sure they have to like plan that out. You can't just go to an ER to emergency get a CT scan, but that's besides the point. So they clean my hand, I get some antibiotics for it, and that's that. That's basically what happened at the hospital. So my finger was fine, it looks great. Now Friday, I go to work, and I'm telling you, for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I hurt my finger that I cut more on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday than I did on Tuesday, because I did not realize just how often I just bash my hands into things. Because now that I just have an open wound on my hand, I feel every time I bash my hand into something, and it hurts so fucking bad. Like I hit my hand at least 30 times throughout the 3 days I was at work. Awful. Worst pain I've felt the entire time. I complain more every time I hit my hand than I did when I actually cut my finger. So bad. Now, to cap off Sunday night, I'm just chilling at my computer, scratching my beard, you know, and I feel this bump on my face. And I'm like, huh, what is that? And I just go and like, you know, and then I feel an even like a small bump, and I go to like pull, and I pull it off my face. And there's a freaking tick on my face. I don't know how the tick got there. Like, I didn't go in the woods anytime. I didn't like walk through any tall grass. There's just a tick on my face. Like, why? How? So that was just the absolute nightcap to what a wild week I had. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. On Friday night, I decided to go out with a friend after work and have some drinks, knowing damn well I have to open the next morning at 11 a.m. And we end up going to a bar. We have probably too many beers for me, but we were having fun, you know? We were having a good conversation. I don't really go out all that much, so it was a fun time for me. And I go to scoot home because when I go home late at night when the buses aren't running, I take an electric scooter from the city to like go back to my house. And from that scoot home, I realized why drinking and driving is a bad thing, because staying in the bike lane with that scooter was a nightmare. I would not recommend using a scooter while you are drunk. Probably should have Ubered home, but I decided to take the scooter. So that was fun too. But what a week I had. My God. Anyway, if you made it this far, thank you for watching the video. Comment down below the worst work injury you've ever had. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya.